Hey, how we going? What's going on, everybody? Mark will be with us shortly. He's taking care of some stuff, business. Who knows? Who knows what Mark does? I apologize. I'm still a little bit under the weather. I don't know, stuff going on. Pneumonia, bronchitis. It's always something, right? But I guess while we're waiting for Mark, we'll jump right into it and go over prices. Prices are changing. Market is changing. Tons of crazy shit happening. Um, when Mark gets here, we'll roll out the first time, every time sale for the live stream. Kind of already got something in mind. If Mark doesn't show up, I might just have to roll it out and take the consequences as they come, like I did when I rolled out that 6.9% sale over on Red Panda and Rabbit's channel and Power Mind's channel. Took a little bit of heat for that, but you know, I'm here to help you guys, right? That's what we're all about. So I do apologize for my voice. It is in and out. So Leaky John, thanks. All right. So this is coming out tomorrow. If you're an affiliate, if you are part of the emailing list, you'll get it tonight before we release it on the website, just so you guys have a heads up of what's going on. Interesting prices. Again, these are changing every day, guys, for us. We try to keep up with them as best we can, to stay as competitive as we possibly can. And we'll go over that a little bit more later on, because we wanted this segment or this live stream to kind of go over our affiliate program and our sales program and how to become a sales member for Coastal Crypto. Some of the different things that we're trying to make things happen, and make it a feasible income for some of you guys out there if it's look for another side hustle. But I'll go over that later on when Mark gets here, because I'm sure I did something wrong. But let's dive into this price sheet real quick. I can pull this up at any time, so if you guys have questions about it, if I go too fast, just let me know. You'll see some new information on here. For example, the 12 working days to Hong Kong special offer. So it's 12 days shipping from Hong Kong to here. It's a little bit faster than what we typically do. What's going on with that? Hong Kong itself is has opened the doors to crypto. Everywhere outside of Hong Kong, not so crypto friendly. So if you have equipment that's already in Hong Kong, it ships a lot faster versus some of the smaller manufacturers that are outside of Hong Kong. But hopefully I got these prices correct. They did just come out. So, something's going on outside. Who knows? All right, so let's roll through these. We don't recommend all the miners that are on here. We kind of talked about that last time, but we do put them on the price sheet in case people are looking for them. S19s, S19J, anything that's SHA 256. Mark and I, we're in the Coastal Crypto Farm. We're trying to focus on machines that are over 100 terahash and above. So, but those prices are on there for the smaller ones as well, if that's where you're looking to start. Quite a good variety of machines when it comes to the S19s. You'll notice I have a couple different prices here for the S96. It just depends on where it's coming from and what batch number it is. So we have 17 and then we have 18. So roughly about $100 difference. It comes down to shipping and time, but we try to be as transparent with you guys as possible. If you buy the one that's for 18, that's the one you're getting. If you buy the one that's for 17, that's the one you're getting. It's just where it's coming from and how it's being delivered. So we try to be as transparent as we possibly can. The 122s, they're on the list, but we're still seeing delays from Bitmain. We have a couple people that have ordered them from us. We were told and promised by Bitmain that they were going out at the beginning of April. We're now middle of April or towards the end of April. Fingers crossed they're out. We're told that they were going out. We'll keep those customers updated as we move forward. The 144s, 141, sorry. And then the L7 that we had on sale last week, you can see the price has gone up on that already. You know, if you got one of the L7's last live stream, you made out like a bandit. Or if you got one of the E9s from the previous live stream when Mark did the sale on that one, you made out pretty well as well. Prices, like I said, prices are changing every single day for us guys. You know, even from when we post them on our website to when you guys order them, and then when we place our quantities with our suppliers, the prices change within hours. So sometimes it's a big hit, sometimes it's a little hit. We try to be as straightforward as we possibly can, and make sure that the prices are as up to date as we possibly can be. I'd love to see more people get into these what's miners, to be honest with you. They're very available in terms of hash rate, in terms of availability. It's, not having to wait a long time, and you're getting a pretty good deal for a hash rate on them. But people seem to keep sticking with the ant miners. It is what it is, I guess. Let's keep scrolling down here. So we do have a couple specials for the what's miners, and that's kind of what I was trying to get at. So these are quantities of 20 or more, so MQO 20. So these, 104s, 106s, 110s, 18s, and 20s. These are the price per unit if you're buying 20 or more. 50 or more, obviously we can lower it again for you. So doing what we can to help you guys out. There really isn't a whole lot of margin on prices for us, and we try to keep it that way, try to give you guys the best price possible and allow us to kind of compete with some of the other bigger guys that are out there. I'm trying not to get too ahead of myself because I had sent some information over to Mark for him to peruse before we put it here on the live stream. So we'll get to that in a second. But we do have an affiliate program if you are signed up for it. I know that we have a number of YouTubers signed up for it. It's a great place to, a little bit of an extra side hustle. We also have the membership side of our website as well. So if you're an affiliate sales guy, you also have the connections in the customer base kind of already started for you when it comes to the membership portion. So you can become an affiliate, become a member, and then you can kind of talk and see what's going on in the marketplace and get a feel for who's buying, who's selling, and where the market is going. We feel that we're just at the beginning of the bull market in terms of prices, in terms of items being sold, not just through us, but through our vendors and our suppliers. Prices are increasing, which means productivity is moving faster. So I definitely think the bull market is here, if not right around the corner. Yep, prices change that fast, man. It's crazy. Patrick, S19 Hydro 158. We're doing our best to hold off on the hydro kits and the hydro for the S19s, just because it's more involved than I think Bitmain is really discussing with people. These hydro systems, the hydro blocks, and then the coolers, you need a little bit more infrastructure to support these miners. You're talking radiators, water blocks, a coolant pump system. Some of them, and we really haven't played with them too much ourselves, so I don't want to go too in depth into detail about these things, but we're trying to stay away from them right now until I can get one in hand that we can test and tear apart and speak intelligently about. But if you have experience with them, if anybody has experience with them, let us know. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are about it. Crypto is going back down to lows within this quarter. You think so? Well, I mean, if prices dip down one last time before it goes bull, we could see some better prices here. But according to our suppliers, prices just keep going up for us by a couple big ASICs. I reached out. So Tommy says, I reached out. Oh, Mark's here. Yay, Mark. I reached out via your contact as part of website during the live stream for the E9 Pro, but never heard back. We literally got dozens of contacts. So if you got overlooked, I do apologize, Tommy. Hit us back up so it pops you back to the top of the list on our Wix chat or the website chat, and we'll see what we can do for you. Again, prices have gone up on those E9s, and they went up as the live stream was happening. The prices were increasing, so it's the nature of the beast when it comes to the crypto market. I was just trying to catch up on some of these comments here, Mark. That's all.
Okay.
It's because I was trying to buy time waiting for you to show up.
Yeah. I got some drama going on at the household, so I was trying to piece everything together at once.
No worries. We're all a big family here. We understand. Too far comparison, rate variation. I'm trying to take into consideration and expense to get machines operational, maintained, etc. Taking into account the added expense and getting machines operational, mining, etc. Is that a question? It's got a question mark. Are we asking about hosting with us? Some of these machines, if you have the power, are very simple to get going. Oh, so you're talking about the hydro. I gotcha. Yeah, I think I can pull up. Let me stop sharing my screen here for a second. And I'll pull up Bitmain's website for the S19 hydro.
So for the hydro, Bitmain, if you're buying from them, they're taking an Apple approach, and they won't even talk to you unless you're buying a container full of them. So you have to do basically, if you're only buying like one or two of these units, like you have to go through a reseller, which, you know, if you're dealing with a company like us, you know, it's not a problem. But essentially with the Apple approach that they're taking is like you need to buy the container, you need to buy their proprietary filtration system, which is another container. And if you're just buying one or two units, honestly, this machine is probably not ideal just for like a one or two setup. You need a dry cooler, dry air cooler, or like a radiator to filter out the machines. If you see on here, there's a loop on one side, just over next to the power connection, which is also a different power connection versus like your typical, C13. A lot involved in these machines, and there's also an unfortunate flaw in some of them where the bricks, the heat sinks that are attached to the actual board, Bitmain didn't do like the best quality check, I guess. And some of them, you have to like test the line to see if there's any potential rust in there, and if there is, you have to take the entire machine apart, pull out the one, and replace it with something that doesn't have any rust or anything like that on there. I've seen some of these hydros where it literally looks blood red that's just running through it because one of the machines or one of the plates have rust on it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not just a simple plug and play. You need, like Mark is saying, you need a reservoir and all that shit, and it's all extra. So on top of your price, it's, why, like, you're not going to buy a whole dry cooler setup for one machine. You're going to do a
No.
bank of 10 and do, a DCX dry cooler system and use, their coolant and filtration system as well, plus, a pump and everything else. So it's a little more invasive in terms of setup than, say, a traditional air-cooled machine.
Yeah, it's definitely not. This machine would not be for the hobbyist. That's for sure. Okay, where did you start and stop? So you had
So
his question, right?
I'm gonna how transparent we are, and we're all about being honest, and we want to hear back from you guys. Um, so again, it's just Mark and I, not an excuse. Just letting you know why sometimes things happen, delays. We'll get to you. Keep hounding us. Don't be
Yeah, dude.
afraid to hound us.
Another thing too, like me and John try to spend time with our families over the weekend. So if you hit us up on like a Friday night, yeah, you're not going to hear back from us until Monday in some cases. I mean, sometimes we'll be on it, but bear with us. It is me and John. Like we'll get back to you. Like this, as much of an instant society we are becoming. Like me and John need a break every now and then. So just bear with us.
Hence my voice.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
exactly. Like,
But hit us up, hound us. We'll get to you. But I'm sorry.
yeah.
I sent out like 4 or 5 hosting contracts just this morning alone. So we're trying to catch up to where we fell behind.
All right.
So before I put it on the live stream, Mark, I did share with you a little spreadsheet on our affiliate. I'll keep going through these comments if you want to kind of skim through that and see what you think or make some alterations to it before we post it.
Where did you share it? An email?
Email. Do you need me to share it? Discord?
It might be easier. Trying to get in my email right now. See, we're doing thing. No, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Who made the comment about staying away from it? Yeah.
I mean, I don't think hydro is the future, to be honest with you. It's just too complex of a setup. Immersion is being adapted a little bit more and more by the bigger farms. So I see that especially like you got the Octo tank now. DCX has a dual bit pod. Like I think immersion really will be more adapted to like the hobbyists and things like that more as time goes on and we hit into this bull market. Hydro, again, it's more complex. More dryers are needed in a more invasive way. Yeah, there's just these machines have flaws. Those machines have flaws. So everything is it's too centralized on a machine level that there's a hiccup will delay or make your entire setup have a hiccup, if that makes sense. Again, the biggest apparent issue is Bitmain. Their quality is not like the greatest, and it made it very apparent in these hydros with some of the plates, the heatsink plates, having rust on them from the get-go.
PowerMind says, I have a building I'm going to use this summer, and from now on, I have 400 amp 3-phase and 200 amp single phase, but the building could have way more. Yeah, just be careful. Latest development for us, the power company told us to turn down the power. So, just be careful. Make sure you know what you have. Talk to an electrician. 3-phase, there are ways of getting a little bit more amperage out of 3-phase power, depending on what type of 3-phase, whether it's Delta or Y. If you have 208, 120, 208, or if you have 480, 277, 240, it depends on how it's set up. If you have like a 120, 208 3-phase Delta, you could have some issues because you have a 120, 120, and then you have a hot leg in the center. So if you're tying into a 120 and a hot leg, you could cook your system, cook your machines. So just be careful on how it's wired up. You want to make sure that you test everything and talk to an electrician. I've been tinkering with the control board for the X6. So you got the X6 control board. Glad to hear it. I'll let you guys know if I get it running this weekend. Yeah, please do. I tried doing a NAND flash on it. You know, just a flash from an SD card. It's a similar control board that we had from the L3s. So you can short out to the pins or short out the NAND and ground out the NAND flash memory. And I can supposed to be able to take the SD flash on it, but I wasn't able to get it to stick. Maybe you'll have better luck with it.
Yeah. I'm good with this. I mean, this is it is what it is. I mean, that's
Before I bring that up, so I do have a poll going right now, Mark,
okay.
about so we didn't pick a machine because between me being sick and everything else going on, we didn't pick a machine. So I propose doing a 4.2% or 4.20 4.20%, so 420 promo code for today and tomorrow.
Well, what's the results of the poll so far?
95% yes.
Let's roll, man. Let's get it 4.2% off. Okay, right. Let's go. Let's roll. So basically, do you want to do a promo code or you just want them to hit us up?
I'll do both. Yeah. If you hit us up, it's going to be a lot faster, direct invoicing versus going through our credit card processor right now, just because we've seen such an increase in volume and sales.
Yeah, if you pay through PayPal, who is our credit card processor, expect a 10 business day delay at minimum. They're holding your funds because we've just had a stellar month so far. So next month will be different. We will have a limit that'll be higher to where we can absorb. But for the next remaining most of April, paying by credit card, we have there's just a delay. It's roughly about 10 business days is what we're seeing right now.
Yay, PayPal.
Yay. Yep, credit card processing.
Someone did make the suggestion to try now payment. We are looking into them. I believe we did fill out an application. So
yeah, but now payments is just for crypto. So I mean, you guys want to pay crypto? We can do peer to peer. Honestly, we're a crypto company. I really shouldn't even be accepting credit cards. You guys, shame on you guys for wanting to pay in credit card. We're trying to build the system. Let's show a use case. Come on, guys. I mean, seriously. I'm joking, but not really. You and your credit cards. All right, so I like this question here. While you're messing with the spreadsheet or whatever it is. I see the FK. So the secret's out. Damn it.
It wasn't my fault this time. I didn't say anything.
No. I put it out on the website. I haven't, I put it in our Discord and I left it there to stew. Yes, the FK33 modded units are on our sites. We will have delivery of them by end of week or first of next week. And then at that point, if any orders come in, we're going to turn them real quick. We have our first batch is 50. We've secured probably another 100 that are ready to go once we sell out on these 50. So, they're there. They're ready to buy. Feel free to.
Promo code does not apply to these, though. Sorry.
Yeah, no promo code. These are already at a point where, I know that Sote had something going on in his locals about a possible price and things like that, but the amount that he needed to get is kind of unattainable that I feel, or at least I feel. And the approach that we're taking, since we've secured them already and they're modified, like we're doing modified versions, I feel like our price point's perfectly fine. So let us know if you hit us up in DMs if you want to get one. Otherwise, they're on the website already. I'll start posting them out on Twitter here near the end of the week once I actually have them in stock. But if you guys want to get ahead of the game, feel free. As soon as we get them, we're just going to turn them right around. And again, that delivery time should be either on Friday or probably having like Monday or Tuesday. So we'll get rid of that. FK33s inbound. And just so everybody's aware, it's already posted on the website, but these would be running if you decided to use CASPA. They're FPGAs, so if there's a bit stream, you can run. But for CASPA, at least in mind, 2.4 gigahash at 60 watts.
Right on.
Yeah, it's efficient, like really efficient. When are the E9 shipping that we grabbed last week? Next week they are shipping, and then we should have them shortly thereafter.
Turn and burn.
Yep. Well, let me rephrase that. So they start shipping next week and in through May. So if you got the 3.68 gigahash one, that one probably not going to see until May, the beginning of May, if Bitmain holds to everything and they don't delay anything. The 3.4s, things like that, those also start shipping next week, and that should probably get those before the end of the month. And then if you're not hosting with us, we're just going to turn them around and send them right out. So, we got a lot of questions, man. So we have been in correspondence with Ice River. They will not deal with us as a reseller. I've kind of put this out on like some of the live streams that like Red Panda did and Soat, just trying to explain, especially like on Soat's local channel, explain like things that we've done. So essentially, once we saw Ice River and the machines, I reached out immediately via email and asked the question, hey, we're a reseller. Do you have someone that will help you distribute in the States, so on and so forth? And basically all they said was go to the website, wait for the machine to drop, and put your pre-order in. Keep an eye on the website for the pre-orders. Like they wouldn't even deal with us directly as someone that distributes, which if this company is a traditional Chinese company that's in like the Beijing region or anywhere near Hong Kong, really, this is not how they operate over there. So this is really a red flag. And that's why I've been I've been conveying this in chats like Red Panda Mining's live streams when I'm in there or on Soch's channel. Like they are giving a real red flag. I know that Red Panda Mining has a tracking number. I don't know if you've gotten that machine yet, but really right now, all I've seen is somebody put a sticker on a generic ASIC machine. I'm not happy with the way that they communicated to us and basically said, go to the website and pre-order. And they don't work that. Like typically a manufacturer in China, which we said this, I think in our last stream or the stream before, typically what happens, and this, especially with like the M2, there is a manufacturer, they build the machines, and then what they do is instead of dealing with the sales aspect, they're like, most of the time they don't want to deal with that. They just want to build the machines and focus on that. China is really efficient as like, hey, I'm going to stay in my lane, and someone else who's better at this, I'm going to let them ride their lane. And so what they do is they'll just spit it out to brokers, and we would technically be like a stateside broker. Or at least we are with some of the, like the M2, like we are now officially a broker with this malt miner. If they're going to produce any more stock or anything like that, which it seems like end of May, we're going to have a few more machines. But besides the point, typically they will distribute out to brokers, and the brokers will dictate what the price is and push it out that way. So the fact that they're going direct to customer through this website, huge red flag. Huge red flag, because it's just not how they operate in China. And I'm not saying that, maybe they're going out of the box because they're just like, forget it, we're going to cut the middleman. And that may be the case, but history shows that that's not how things work in the region over there. So it's just a huge red flag. And I'm not trying to be a denier. Like if the machine's real, it is real. It sucks. I want to continue mining Caspa. I'm not paying 30 grand for an ASIC. That's just not going to happen. We didn't do it when the L7 was 30 grand. We're definitely not doing it when Caspa and this one machine. So I'm going to hold my breath. That little guy that's like 100 gigahash or whatever, that seems appealing. But there's going to be more involved there. Like you're basically just going to have to throw fans right on top of it just to keep it cool, or throw it in like a fish tank full of mineral oil or something, because it's just a passive heat sink on top of whatever chip that they're doing. Or at least that's what it looks like. Looks like just some, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold. Anyways, okay.
Yeah, that's a tough sell alone right there, RPM.
Yeah, 380 3-phase. We don't even run, like, is that even a stateside? Like, is that even like an electrical level?
You would need a transformer, an upscaler. Take something from 208 to 380, or 120 transformer to 380.
That's dumb.
Yeah, they make transformers that go both directions, guys.
Yeah, but that's just more infrastructure that you have to deal with. Again, see, Bitmain's taking an Apple pathway with this and making things proprietary. That's annoying. Okay. So I did put on our Twitter, just, following some rumor mills within like the suppliers chatting and things like that. If yeah, if local tech's real, right? I think that we will see an L9 the same time that hash blade launches. So if that's the case, we're looking at September. I think that Bitmain more than likely would be ready to launch an L9 by then as well. What are we at? April right now. ASIC chips come in, this month for, the new nanometer chips come in for the script miners. If the L9 is real, like the rumors are consistent from what I'm seeing, we're probably going to be seeing a machine in the realms of probably about 40-ish gigahash. And same wattage. Bitmain, with their machines, anything that's an S19 type, you're going to be looking at around 3,200 watts. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. All speculation, all rumor. Who knows what could happen or what it is, but this is what I've been hearing. I should say, really seeing in like the little message boards, talking to suppliers, just trying to get some feedback from people that are over in the region. Just kind of, it's all speculation, but that's what I'm seeing. And if that's the case and local tech is real, they got to bring their board down. It's not really a back and forth, but I know that Tech Hustler made a comment on like the L7s might hit like 2,500, which I feel is very unreasonable. I don't think that the L7s are at that level yet. What was I going to say? If the L7s go to 2,500, local tech board would have to be in the region of like $800 to $900 as a selling point with where their gigahash is. And if that's the case, and then Bitmain turns around and comes with an L9 for like 10 or 12,000, local tech is dead in the water. End of story. So if we take what we know today, right, the experience that you guys are having, or just in customers in general are having with Gold Shell, and how they're struggling on a customer service standpoint, on an efficiency standpoint for machines, because of actions that Bitmain took, like they're blatant attacks against Gold Shell with the machines that they launched. Local Tech has no shot if that's the case. I'm just putting that out there. Like, and we've said this in previous streams too. Like, Bitmain's ruthless. People think Bitmain is struggling right now because a lot of bigger companies are struggling. Even if they are struggling, this liquidation is now funding the next evolution of the script miner. And so they're just going to keep burning. And I honestly don't think Bitmain's struggling at all. So if anybody's heard that.
It's all a farce.
Yeah. Nice. All right. So you want to pause on responding to comments and get into this lovely affiliate thing?
So Red Panda, since you're in the chat, if you feel comfortable with it, we can use you as an example. If not, I'll just be generic. Just let me know. We do have an affiliate program with Coastal Crypto. It is a ever evolving system. We're trying to figure out what works best because it's, being in the crypto space, it's a very niche community, right? We're trying to provide a service to customers and, a little bit of a side hustle for people that want to get into the space that have good sales mentality. So this has changed over time since we first started this program. And, if things, depending on how things go moving forward, it'll probably change again. But we'll go over kind of what we have set up currently. RPM's killing it with sales, absolutely. Kind of let you guys know why we're going the route that we went. And, if you have any questions, if you are an affiliate with us and you see something different than what's on the screen, you may have gotten in at a different time than when we implemented this. And we try not to change too much. If you are an OG affiliate with us and you got locked in at a certain percentage, we try to keep it that way. So let me just share the screen and make it easier, right?
Yeah.
Me rambling here. All right. So kind of how things are being broken down right now for our sales affiliate program. Tier 1 through 5, you bump up the more sales you produce or, show through our website. The way we're set it up this way is we found a lot of people were taking advantage of our kindness, of the sales affiliate program. We use a software called GoF Pro portal through the website, or you can download an app on your phone. We try to make it as simple as we possibly can. You do more than $600 in sales, it's a 1099 job is what it comes down to here in the States. So all the commission, all the discount codes are the same across the board, number one. We were doing it slightly different. We tried 5%, we tried 7%, 2% works within our margin. That's where we feel comfortable. And it all comes down to, we're paying out not just commission, but machine values coming down as well. So when you get a commission sale as an affiliate, you get the base price as your commission, and then the discount code comes off, and then we have to go find the machine for the remaining balance. And if there's anything left on the bone for us, that's profit. Kind of how it breaks down. So that tier 1 is kind of to weed out the weak, if you will, or the people looking to scam the system. You're not going to make much off of.
Yeah, it's more it's more for like coupon sites. So like if we get some company that comes in and they're like, oh, I do a blog for whatever, then yeah, sure, here's a coupon, here's a referral affiliate code. You get $35 a sale. That's it.
Right. Yeah.
Or if we don't know you, it's like most of the time when someone comes in and we start them off at 1%, like we've had a conversation and we've talked about possible sales and things like that. So that this would be like when we first started talking with RPM, Hobbyist, Rabid Mining, things like that. Most of the YouTubers we started up, we start everybody off at 1%. Like, hey, this is kind of the structure that we have going on. And as you show us more levels of sales, we'll increase that. And then we also do things on the side too. Every now and then we may like send a machine or like we'll do promotions where like if you get 10 of these units sold, we'll just give you a machine so you can do your content with it, so on and so forth. So definitely with affiliates, you want to be in that 1% realm or higher.
Yep. Yeah, just we try to progress it as quickly as we can. Sales add up really quickly. I mean, I know the numbers are the entry level and advancement numbers. Did I spell advancement right?
I don't know. I can't spell.
They jump up. I mean, they seem like large numbers, 25, 50, 100,000. They happen really quickly, especially when we're talking about, people buying machines using your affiliate code for multiple units in one batch. That number jumps up really quick. RPM killed it. Past couple, promos that he's done. These are the base numbers. We do special promos like we did for RPM and Rapid Mining. The commission rate may dip for those special promotions because we're increasing the commission or the discount code. So we have a range or a percentage that we are willing to take a loss on. Is kind of what it comes down to. And right around 7-8%, we break even on the equipment that we're purchasing. So that's what we're willing, we're willing to take a loss. We're willing to work and get our name out there. That's kind of what this whole affiliate program is all about. So just, again, full transparency. That's how things kind of work for us. We're still running a business. We still got to keep lights on, especially because we're taking a loss with hosting right now. Gotta keep the bills paid. But
I gotta keep the lights on, man.
Yep. This is kind of, it seems to be working right now. If you guys have suggestions, if you think that there's a better way of doing it, please let us know. Discord, comment down below, hit Mark up on Twitter, or if you see something different. Blue Moon Mining, yes, there is a GoAF Pro app. So you created an account on our website using our portal that gives you your login and your information connected to our site. And you can go in on your Android or your Apple device and see the leaderboard, see sales, see commissions. I've been trying to do my best to get some more promotional flyer information up on there. It's difficult. If you're looking for specific promotional stuff, let me know. I can kind of put something together quick for you. But we try to make it appealing. Try to make it straightforward. There's no hidden BS. What you see is what you get. And we try to maintain that through our entire company, not just with the affiliate thing. We're talking about the prices, the hosting. What you see is what you get with us. Point me in the direction of the current sales list so I can update this massive ASIC pricing sheet faster. That would be dope. So Patrick, the ASIC sheet that I showed you in the first stream, if you're a sales member, sales associate or a affiliate, I mean, there's, I think, 56, 58 members now. I put an email blast out every other week or so. When I get an updated list, you guys get an updated list. Everybody else has to wait for the website to update. Unless you're a part of the membership program or on Discord, and sometimes it gets leaked there a little bit sooner than others. So as you progress through the tiered system, the final tier, tier 5, is we offer you a job position with Coastal Crypto, and your commission can be all the way up to 7%. We give you access to the invoicing. We give you access to prices on our website. You become a full-fledged Coastal Crypto employee with a lot more responsibility. You're responsible for tracking your commissions and your sales. There's a lot more involved in it, but the commissions are a lot more as well. So the reason why it ranges is because you're now in charge of your discount code. In the sales team, that tier 5 is more for people looking for bulk deals or selling bulk deals. So you can go to your customer and you can offer them 5%, but then your commission is only 2%. Or you can offer them 2% discount and your commission's 5%. Or if you're really good at sales, you don't offer them any discount and you take the whole 7% home with you. Just how it is. That's how we structured it. So you have to be very self-motivated. Mark and I are very self-motivated. We expect the same out of the people that we work with.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, being transparent, this is what our affiliates get paid. So there are quite a few, a majority of people that are signed up with us are probably in the 1% range. But we have a few outliers. And when you join the affiliate and you see the board, those that are at top, you more than likely can see, where they probably sit. So, but if you guys have questions or if you want to become affiliate, reach out, hit us up, or sign up on the website.
Yep.
We got more questions and more comments. So this one I kind of want to answer real quick. I got 4 L3s from you and have them being hosted. Okay. One of them fan error in tuning turning off. The fans are running on the machine. Have you guys seen this with Hive OS on them? Yeah, I mean, this is a common L3 thing. What I would recommend is going into the machine's GUI and disabling the fan check. And then I would once disabling that, so that's in the machine GUIs, right? So if you're having them hosted, more than likely you need to ask your host provider to do this for you. Go into the machine and click disable fan check. It'll have like a little parentheses saying that this is typically for immersion mining. Don't worry about that. And then what you need to do on your end in Hive OS, you need to go in and let me just share my screen. You need to go in and under tuning, you need to put this in right here. Bitmain -fan -control CTRL, all the parentheses and everything. True, again, space. So basically make another line under it within this tuning, or do it in your extra config of the flight sheet. And then Bitmain -fan -PWM, it's basically power monitoring, equals whatever percent you want it to be at. I have mine set at 100 because this particular one is on the Noctua setup. When you do the Noctua setup, the issue that you're having right now happens all the time, like all the time. So this here avoids that, putting this extra config in there, and just little things, and it'll run fine. So what you're experiencing is typical for an L3. And let us know if you have any questions or if you need any help troubleshooting. But definitely that will help. Am I frozen? Your mic, you're muted.
Sorry, I was coughing. Well, we'll take care of that commission. If it's 0.05, should be 35 for level 1. $35 per sale. But if you're really eager and you really want to get into the sales commission game, and we start you off at 35, reach out to us. We try to reach out to all the new affiliates that sign up through GoAF Pro. 90% of them don't respond back, so they get stuck at 35.
Yeah.
Again, they're like Mark said, they're coupon guys or discount websites. Reach out to us. Hey, I'm just signed up as a sales affiliate with you guys. I'm at 35%. I'm planning on doing X, Y, and Z. Are you okay with that? Can you bump me up to 1%? Sure, no problem. Thanks for reaching out. Let me take care of that for you right now. That's literally how the conversation will go.
RPM says he paid custom fees for that Ice River.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well, I know what I know what that looks like coming into the United States or going from Canada to the United States. What does that look like going to you, though?
Let me say he paid $60 worth, so it's not terrible. So they clearly gave you a low denomination of value.
Oh, I did that the wrong direction. 18. Yeah, I think when we had we one of our customers bought L3s from Get Gentleman in Canada, sent them to our farm. I think it was $120 per L3. Don't do that.
Yeah, no, you won't. You just say. Are you going to pull like a Carl to the moon? That's funny. Okay, I got to close some windows here. This thing is not cooperating with me.
Yeah, your video feed's a little jacked up.
There, I just closed Discord. It's usually Discord that does that for some reason. I don't know why. All right. Yeah, there are some tubers out there that really firmly believe in the local tech, and then there are some that are skeptical, like myself, RPM. I mean, it's a whole pre-order thing, honestly. Like, if there is not visual proof of something, it's really hard. And then even then, if it's like brand new and it hasn't seen the market before, it's even harder. Then you're like, dude, I need to see someone that's a trusted source that has physical possession of it, things like that. We are fortunate that with the M2s, like those have been around. People have them out there, so it's not like it's a brand new machine. These will be new in box because they're made specifically for our order, but they exist and people know they exist, and so that we got fortunate with that machine. Somebody asked, they're interested in the FK33s and they want to know more. What specifically are you looking for? I know I said at least on Caspa, you're looking at 2.4 gigahash, 60 watts. That's my primary focus for the time being. But you know, if there's a bit stream out there, these things can mine. So I would just look at and see what Team Red Miner supports, because that's essentially what we're going to have to be putting them on, because they're like a graphics card, basically. They're going to have a passive heat sink. So if you want to put a shroud on there with some fans, you're more than welcome to. But these cards are going to be ideally for like a server case setup. But they are going to come with setup instructions. So, you know, somebody can easily get them up and running as long as they follow the instructions in their entirety. But beyond that, I mean, this is the way that I'm looking at with the FK33s is I'm buying another graphics card. That's what I'm looking at with these. So this is going to help serve a purpose for the near future with Caspa for a little bit. And then we're going to move on to another algo and utilize these to mine something else as time goes on, especially as the bull market comes. We just something to keep us a little bit more competitive in addition to the M2 and things like that. And I don't have to shell out, you know, $1,700 to $1,900 for the next level FPGA. And I set the price point at these FK33s is basically it should be the same price point as like the C1100 hash rate on Caspa versus what you're paying for, since these are modified. They're all repadded, repaced, like they are very clean, and should be ready to go as you get them right in. So if any trouble in getting them set up, it's more than likely going to be user error when you guys get them, which we can help you troubleshoot that. And user error is what it is. I get that all the time. So I'm texting John like, this isn't working. And then 5 minutes later, never mind, it was user error.
Hey, I have a lot of people that want to buy miners. How do I get affiliate? Okay, so
yeah, sure.
Walkthrough. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Go to the website where it says affiliate sales. Click affiliate sales. Of course, it doesn't. There it goes. Now it's loading. Be your own boss. Ta-da! Hit apply. Create an account with GoAF Pro. Easiest way to do it is if you have a Google account. That way, when you download it on your phone, the app, real easy to connect. You just use the same Google login. But that's it. It's fairly straightforward. Yes, that is how you spell my last name. If you have any questions, again, you're going to go through a process. You're going to get logged in, and it has to be approved by us before you become affiliate member. So we see everybody stacked up. Some days it's 1 or 2 guys. Some days it's 20. We're approving all of them or none of them. So just let us know. Hit Mark up on Twitter that you applied when you do apply, or Discord or in the comments or something. We'll figure it out. Straightforward, simple. You can do it. I have faith.
Walmart rollback prices $997.
It shouldn't be offline.
Yeah. So, did you go into any detail of like what's been transpiring? I meant to put something on Discord, and I had just been there's
Yeah,
just too
no,
much
I
going
haven't put anything out yet. I figure we could talk about it.
Okay. Okay. So. So the power company came to us at last minute notice. What was this, like last Thursday or Friday? I said, you're using 180% of what you're supposed to be using, and it's going to cause a failure downline. If the failure comes or happens, and downline meaning away from where our electricity is, basically where our transformers are. So downline would be like the main utility line and could affect like a neighborhood. So they told us you need to cut your power down to something more reasonable. So, we did that immediately because basically they said if anything happens catastrophic downline, they would just send us a bill. And if you guys have caught any of our previous streams, like us and our power company has been very hostile towards us. They are really not crypto friendly whatsoever. And honestly, the way that they've treated us, it's real apparent that crypto is just not a business that they want to run or they want revenue from. That's just the way that I see it, at least based on the communication we've had. So
considering we spent well into the 6 figures with this power company in the past year and a half alone.
Just growing, and we're not even done growing yet.
Right.
It sucks. So we've been entertaining a new facility, which is also owned by the same outfit that we have this lease to own with in our current castle. The expectation was that this facility would be ready May 1. We already called the power company to put power in our name, and they came back and said that they're not ready for May 1. So now me and John are in a pickle currently, and we need to figure out how we can get more power come May 1st because we have a new client that we need to turn on. And we're going to do it one of two ways. So we're either going to upgrade the current power situation to where at the mine, it can basically handle the load that we are projecting to have come May 1st. And that's probably going to be a $10,000 upgrade. So it's not terrible, but also it's $10,000 we don't want to spend, especially since we know we're moving here in a couple months. Otherwise, we have another option where our 35 megawatt facility that we're slowly building out, we just recently broke ground on, we can utilize that space. However, there's some electrical work that needs to be done within the next couple weeks, which is roughly about 20 grand worth of work. And we would just have to front that bill and get that space up and running. The positive news is either thing that we do, it'll be ready to go by May 1, as long as we pull the trigger here within the next day or so. The downside is we're spending more money than we wanted to. We wanted to move into this other building. We can't just yet. It's probably going to be ready by July at the latest. It's unfortunate, but we'll find a solution and we'll get everybody up and running. Once we do find whichever solution we're going to do, everybody's going to be at 100%. There should be no downtime. So we'll check on your E9 because it should not be down. But you only pay for what you use. So if there's if you're not using any energy, you're not being charged anything.
So I have a precise number for you. So we would be upgrading our service quite a bit, but it would be $11,990.16 is what we'd have to spend on a building that we're trying to get away from.
Yeah.
So
that sucks.
Always something. Like Mark said, we have a couple things lined up. Upgrading the system is the quickest and easiest, but we have access to 2 substations that we would rather be playing with versus trying to upgrade the castle again. So we're working on it as fast as we can.
Yeah.
But I should have that E9 on for you. It should be on as we speak. If I don't get to it today after the live stream, I'll get to it first thing in the morning, and we'll get you back online. Sorry about that. I could have sworn we plugged you back in.
Still time for the party to get really going. Yeah, dude, things are about to get crazy. So everybody needs to just hold on to their pants because, I mean, everything is indicating that crypto's back. The optimism in crypto, at least on crypto Twitter, is real. There's only a couple communities that are really negative, which we have, we've experienced that firsthand over the last couple weeks. But there's substantial growth going on. People are optimistic about crypto. They're fed up over the fiat system. Like, it's just a lot of things are going on. And every time that Gary Genslinger opens his mouth in front of our Congress or the committee that's oversighting, like, it leaves more optimism for crypto in itself. Hash rate and crypto about to go boom. Yes, exactly. All right, we'll have to look into that, Cajun. It should have been back on because we had a couple of our host provider, or not host providers. We're the host provider. A couple of our host clients voluntarily shut off so we can keep some of the smaller guys just going to curb your downtime. So I'll check it out. What else do you guys got? Yeah. Spreadsheet.
I keep forgetting I'm muted myself.
Yeah. Oh, update on the malt miners too. So batch 1 ships this Friday. So we should have it probably like Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday. It depends on DHL. And they'll roll through customs and then onto us. So that'll be a lovely build too, by the way. Having the first batch is roughly about 15 or 20 machines. So that'll just be fantastic.
Yeah, I think customs going to get a little suspicious. We have 72 orders.
Yeah,
100 and something machines coming through.
Yeah, customs is gonna suck for this month. And if anybody knows anything about customs, like once you break a certain limit with them, they really start to scrutinize, what's rolling through. So if you're a business, customs wants their piece. They charge 25% of a declared valued item. Sometimes you can get away with, putting a low declared value, and them not really charging much of a fee. But in most cases, when you have bulk coming through, there's no way around it. You got to pay whatever their fee is. And sometimes it can be real shitty. Some people have learned the lesson too, ordering directly through Bitmain. Bitmain usually ups what they declare a value of an item, and that can really hurt you come customs. So there's someone on Twitter that recently won a machine from Bitmain, and they're having that same issue. They have a bill now that they have to pay for a machine they won. So to them, really, that machine's worth nothing. But unfortunately, there was a value declared where now they're on the hook for a very hefty bill. Yeah, we'll have to look at that. We'll get to it, dude. Yeah, anytime anything like that, just hit us up. Hey, guys. The best way to do it is email, too. office@coastalcrypto.info. Hey, my machine's down. Get it together, idiots. Maybe don't say that because you just piss me and John off, but and shit happens. They fall off. Machines fall off all the time. So just hit us up. And you're okay with how they're going to do their tokenomics and things like that? I don't know, man. Verdict is out on that.
So, Cajun Miner, your machine is online, but it's got a network issue. So I will restart it, and you should see it pop up. I just remoted in, so magic of technology. Sometimes I get lucky and I can pull up the IP really quickly from my house. So let's give it a quick reboot and see what happens.
New miner sources /suppliers. Yes, we are always open. We try to vet our suppliers that we get in bed with a few orders first, just to make sure that we can actually get a machine from them. But or a unit or anything like that. But yeah, we're open. And whoever gives us the lowest price on something, so we can pass that savings on to you guys. If they're charging an arm and a leg for something, obviously we don't want to really do business with them, because we have suppliers that they're a little bit more on the expensive side, but they can also find machines that, like the X6, all of a sudden a batch comes out of nowhere. They can find it. Malt miner. They're, one of my oldest suppliers that I've been dealing with since me and John have opened Coastal Crypto. They're the ones that gave me the lead for the malt miner. Lot of different things. So we try to vet anybody new that we deal with. But at the end of the day, lowest price possible that you can give me, so I can then turn around, pass the savings on to everybody else. Because essentially they give me a price, we build our price sheet on that price, and then we wait for the next update, which usually is weekly or every other week, and then we update according to that.
Yeah, we try to stay up to date on it as much as we can, guys. Excuse me.
Actually, this brings up a good topic. Just trying to keep up to date on like what some of the pools are doing. Like F2 Pool held a contest for dual mining ETC ZIL so they can get some hash rate over onto their end. Poolin did the same thing. I liked Poolin's contest with ETC ZIL dual mining, and it was I think it was, in my opinion, a little bit more fair compared to what F2 Pool was doing. F2 Pool was basically just paying the top hash rate and giving them extra ZIL for dual mining the top hash rate, where Poolin was just distributing a certain amount of ZIL between everybody that was on there, as long as you put at least a giga hash onto Poolin. So that was cool. I really hope that more pools do promotions like that. If you guys are not familiar with, and we're not paid by this outfit at all, but shoot, I can't remember we use them for Flux and Raven Coin. Is it? I was going to Hive. Let's see here. I was already signed in. Oh, there we go.
More like mindless.
Yeah, right. Minerpool.pro. They used to be minerpool.org, but minerpool.pro. I really like them. Their devs are really communicative. Yeah. Minerpool.pro. Actually, you know what? I'll just pull up their website. Again, we're not paid by them. This is a pool that we use. We mine Raven Coin.
Nobody pays us. We pay everybody.
Yeah, right. We don't have no. We're starting to get emails in for potential sponsors, but as like the conversations really start to take hold, it's not very appealing. Things like that. So yeah, we do Raven Coin on this pool, and we do Flux. I like how they have their Flux parallel assets set up. I know a lot of other YouTubers do the same thing. But they do a weekly thing, so they reward you weekly. I guess I should stop sharing my screen. They do things weekly. You guys are gonna see some insider information. Me just closing screens out. Some hot cards blowing up right now. Raven Coin really destroying cards out here.
It's booting. Give it a second.
Yeah,
the E9 Pros, the E9s, they take forever to boot.
And any ETC miner that's an ASIC or ASIC type, they take like 15 minutes to actually boot up. So John, we won't see anything in correspondence to like hash rate or anything like that until it actually, we're probably 10, 15 minutes into this.
Yeah, it looks like everything's checking out.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It just takes time to boot up. Yeah, check back at 30 minutes. That's more like 15, but yeah.
See, you ask it and we respond. At least I try to. Do we want to bring up our conversation yesterday, our little meeting, since we have a fan in house?
Yeah,
A
sure.
firmware fan.
Sure. I mean, do we want to be real about it, or do we just want to tell them kind of what the conversation went with?
I think we need to be real about it. It's kind of who we are. And since Hobbyist is in the chat and he has experience with them as well, maybe he can give us a little back and forth and share his opinion.
Okay. Not to put you on the spot, Hobbyists.
You showed up, man. That's what happens.
So we had a meeting with Luxor yesterday. And yeah.
I left halfway through the meeting. That's how it went.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I asked some specific questions concerning if the project itself was built ground up. I also asked if they are franchising, basically. Maybe not in those specific words, but are other big mining pools basically, are they allowing them to just put their skin over, what they have up and running? And they couldn't give me a straight answer. We did ask them to see if they could help us fill out our 5 megawatt facility that's coming online. But they're in a realm with clients like Foundry, MicroStrategy, things like that. Their power rates are, next to nothing compared to what we're paying. So we're paying an arm and a leg compared to what they're paying when it comes to electrical rates. So I don't know if they're going to be able to help on that front. They tried to, sell this RFQ thing that they have going on for people that sign up to where you can buy or sell machines. And I went to go check it out, and there's literally nothing listed, nothing, no deals, nothing worth a while to even really look at. But yeah, they couldn't answer simple questions that I asked. I'm trying to figure out. They said that they have a team that helps with support, engineers that help with support and getting people set up. That's cool. That's just an on-ramp. We have a pretty good relationship with Hive, and anytime we ask them questions or anything like that, they don't really allow us to talk directly to their dev, and mainly because it's a communication barrier. Like, they speak whatever Ukraine speaks, Ukrainian, Russian. We don't. Yeah, so we just communicate with their dev as to like requests that we have, and we've had an amazing experience with Hive, and the relationship continues to grow. Not saying that we're extremists or loyalists or biased to Hive, but I literally asked simple questions like, is your firmware built from the ground up? So essentially, do you own all IP rights of it? And, are you franchising it out to other mines? Because we know for certain that is, we know a couple outfits that actually have operating software, and they couldn't give me a straight answer as to if they're franchising it out or anything like that.
We've seen iterations of the cover, at least, or the graphics that Luxor uses from firmware that came out 2 years ago. It's not a big deal if they are. We just want transparency and honesty.
Yep.
Everybody knows that Hive uses MSK Miner, or they did to begin with. Or that's how they started before they got their own devs involved. It's not a big deal. We want transparency. There was. We have a relationship with Hive about firmware and percentages that we've shared with you guys. Luxor wasn't willing to even entertain that conversation with us. So not pulling them off the table. We're a transparent company, and we're sharing with you guys our experience with them, and it leaves a little bit to be desired. What was the Mark? Do you remember the firmware I pulled up? It was in one of our live streams.
Well, it was. I don't know. Do you want me to give you the whose it was, or? Yeah, I don't know.
I can go back through our previous live stream. Hold on.
I just sent you. Yeah, I just sent you a DM as to what company it was with, but I don't know if you like. You want to give? Well, we gave it out last time, right?
Right.
So,
I pulled it up on one of our live streams.
Okay.
I'll get that for you in a second there, hobbyist. Give me a minute.
Yeah, the thing is that like, so we've been working on to be transparent with everybody else with things that are going on, right? We've been working on a government contract for probably 6 months at this point. Specific outfit, lot of unknown detail, NDA involved, all that fun stuff. But it's a government contract. They have given us some insight on some informations, and the reason why they chose us versus some of the bigger guys, even though we're at a higher price, is just because who the bigger guys affiliate themselves with. And we've been looking for like JV partners to help us out with our 5 megawatt facility, and we've had conversations with some of them, some partners, and one of the questions we asked, like, okay, well, where's the source of, if you're bringing funds to the table, where's that coming from, things like that. We even had somebody say that they have a partnership with Nice Hash, and they're looking for joint venture opportunities, and we're like, no, I can't. Like, the Nice Hash's reputation is just not something we want to be in bed with. So a lot of different things, and so we ask questions that seem unique, but they're also questions of risk when it comes to having these relationships with other companies, because if we go in bed with one outfit and something isn't what it appears to be, the other outfit that we're in bed with will have a huge problem with that. And we're not trying to appease everybody, but we also are trying to be a transparent, ethical company. Did you find it?
No, I'm still looking. Did we bring it up during the M2 video?
I don't remember.
I don't either. I know we pulled it up on one of our live streams.
Was it on Google or not Google? Was it on YouTube?
Yeah, it was a YouTube video that was showing off firmware that oddly resembled Luxor's firmware. Now we're on the hunt. We gotta find it.
Here, hold on.
How did you find that?
I just looked it up on their website. Here, hold on a sec. Don't switch. Come on, get out of here. Did I hate when you like close something and then you go to open it back up? Sorry, guys. Doing this on the whim. It's our first day. First day.
First time, every time.
Yeah. Did you get my DM? I would say about 3/4 away in, you can see the firmware.
Yes. Kaboom racks.
Kaboom racks. Yes. It's 3/4 of the way through.
Okay.
Looks oddly familiar.
Yeah, it looks like Kaboom rack firmware was just kind of pasted over here on the top corner. And supposedly we were talking to the lead developer for their firmware and their pools. So it wasn't a hard no. It was just they kind of, sidestepped the question.
So I straight out asked them, like, are you franchising this out? They couldn't answer it with a straight answer. We obviously know the answer. So yeah, it's just unfortunate. Again, we're trying to be transparent, an ethical company. Do we get it right every single time? No. There are, we've had our ups and downs with things, clients, other thing, all that stuff, but it was a simple question. I don't know.
And Kaboom racks is what? They're in Arizona, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Well, one of their mine is in Texas, but they have a retail spot here in Arizona, the Phoenix area.
Crazy. All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for me before I can lose my voice completely. You should see that miner pop up anytime now. Cajun. Yep. I got to pull up. Wait a second. Wait. Hold on. Hold your horses. Wait a second. Boom. It's mining.
Dun, 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 dun. Holy shit. 7 gigahash?
It's tuning.
Yeah, that's true.
But you should see some activity in your F2 pool now.
So we have another client. It wasn't we didn't do a pro. We have another client that has a few just OG E9s, the 2400 models, and he wanted them on mineable. We were able to figure it out. For some reason, the OG E9s do not like the hashtag. So as soon as I eliminated the hashtag from the worker name, they went straight active connection. Everything was good to go. It's alive. Yes, Dr. Frankenstein. It is alive. Yeah, just hit us up. Best way to do it is email, just in case, like, if we're on the fly, me or John, and we see the email, we probably could remote in while we're mobile and do some type of reboot. Eventually here, as we get things situated power-wise, we'll grant you access to Foreman if you don't already have it. And it's just on a to-do list thing. And then you can have complete access to everything on the E9 or any machines you have with us. It's just one of those things. To-do list, we got, it's growing. So on that note, see you guys.